Everyone, and welcome back. So this is going to be a quick video on me sharing my experience on how I gained weight very quickly, and I kind of didn't know that I was gaining at such a fast rate, and I couldn't figure out why, but later on it made sense when I kind of took my studied my lifestyle and saw the changes that I had made. So I kind of want to share that with you so you can kind of avoid the same mistakes if you are somebody who can't figure out why you're gaining weight, or if you are eating the same way but you feel like you're gaining instead of losing or becoming healthier. And then this will go along with my other videos on intermittent fasting and a bit of exercise that I'm doing to sort of lose weight, and I will make those every 2 weeks. So I mainly gained weight because of a huge lifestyle change that I had, and I was eating well, I was eating healthy, so I didn't think that this would affect my overall weight gain. I just thought it would just make me a more healthier person, but yeah, it ended up resulting in me gaining a lot of weight. So one of the biggest changes that I had was a job change. So firstly, I worked in the city. I had a commute where I would go from commute via trains, then change to subway, then walk a lot, several blocks. So it at least required me fast-paced walking, half hour a day, one way, so twice a day, an hour. I was on my feet a lot when I was at that job, and just overall commute kind of took a lot of energy, so I think I was burning probably a lot more calories and such. And then I went to a different job where I pretty much drove for the hour instead of walking or changing trains and stuff like that. And then also while I was in the job, I pretty much sat majority of the time. Majority of the 8 hours I was just sitting. Sorry, the sun is totally in my eyes, so I'm gonna move a little bit. But yeah, so I was pretty much sitting down, so I really wasn't burning much. So my eating stayed the same. And also I was okay, now I was a little more relaxed because I didn't have that crazy commute, and I was just driving. So I was let me go ahead and up my eating habits. So one of the biggest things that I did was I started adding smoothies to my daily meals, and it seemed like a good idea. I was oh, this is going to be super healthy, I'm gonna feel better, I'm gonna feel lighter, it's going to be great for my overall health, which I'm sure it is. However, it ended up giving me higher calorie intake, and a lot of it was sugars, so I gained weight very quickly. So basically every morning I would just blend up some greens like spinach and kale, but I would also add a full banana, and then few other bits maybe some protein powder or a little bit of peanut butter and stuff like that. So it was a mixture of a lot of different things, but I was drinking it, so I wasn't realizing that I was taking in so much, and it was probably smoothie ended up being over 500 calories. And then I would go into work and I would just sit until lunchtime, then I would eat again, and then I would sit until it was time for me to drive back home, and then I would come home and eat. So my exercise portion, that walking, was totally gone from it, so I was eating more, I was doing less, and that ended up me gaining a lot of calories and gaining lots and lots of weight very quickly. It sounds very simple, and it should have made sense to me, but it didn't at the time because I didn't really know much about nutrition, fitness, wellness, anything like that. I just thought I was doing something good for my body. But yes, smoothies, acai bowl, stuff like that are very highly filled with sugar, and that can make you gain very quickly. You're not realizing you're taking so much in when you actually are, and it's hard to burn that off. So that was my main contributor to my weight gain. I've always been skinny fat for majority of my life, and then all of a sudden I was now I'm actually getting chubby, and I couldn't figure out why, and that was the reason. So I'm slowly starting to get better with that, but that is how I gain weight. And then for those of you who would like to know, and then I will share with you what I'm doing to sort of lose it and tone up and get better. So thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for my other videos. Goodbye for now.